Thank you for making your application to study a higher level apprenticeship at Southern Regional College. I'm going to take you through a little bit more of the HLA process and how to complete your Employer Additional Information form, which is also known as your EAI form. So first of all, we are going to go to the main SRC website. And when you're in it, if you click on courses and then higher level apprenticeships, this page is everything you need to know about higher level apprenticeships at Southern Regional College. So you can see the programs they have on offer, the application process, benefits to apprentices and employers, for example. Please note that gaining entry onto the HLA programme is conditional on you securing a job, holding an offer for placing the course, and meeting the academic entry requirements. We will endeavour to support you to secure a job offer by sharing your form with registered employers for shortlisting purposes. Alternatively, you might have an employer in mind who's happy to support you in completing your HLA, so you can contact the team for guidance and we'll assess if they're suitable. I will share the contact details just here at the end of the video. So just to remember that you can't be an apprentice without an employer. Back then to the EAI route. So you should have received an email that looks a wee bit like this, and I'll come back to those submission deadlines in just a moment. If you click on this link to take you to the HLA portal, this link then will bring you to the portal, and you should log in using the same email you applied with and the password that you used on the application portal. So it shouldn't be an SRC email address, even if you're already a student for another course. If you do forget your password, please reset it using the link in the email that was provided and not the one in the portal. You can also reset it on the application portal as well. If you do enter your password incorrectly 3 times, your account will be locked for 3 hours. And if you click the reset password link, it won't change this. You just have to wait until the 3 hours have passed. The HLA team also can't reset an account while it's locked, so just wait until the 3 hours have passed and then try it again. So I'm just going to log in here. Once you log in, you will see some portal instructions. You'll see the course that you made the application for, and you'll see some helpful documents for completing your EAI form and if you are preparing for an interview. I'm going to take a wee look here at the EAI guidance document. So on it, there are a few pointers we've given you completing your form. For example, you might want to aim your form at an industry and not a particular employer. If you're interested in accountancy, you can mention work experience in accountancy practice. Just show your love of the subject. For engineering, you might use some design software, been involved in making projects, helped out in a farm. AI, it's important that your personality comes across as you complete your form. Employers don't want to read almost identical AI-generated answers, but they want to get to know more about you. AI can be used as a tool to support your answers, but please edit it appropriately. Use professional language. Check your spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Are capital letters in the right places? The STAR technique we have provided here is useful for when you're answering questions 2 and 3, which you'll see in just a moment. We have also included some skills and buzzwords that you might wish to mention as part of your answers on page 2 of this document. I'll go back then to the homepage. This update form button, if you're logging in for the first time, it'll be asking you to confirm that you've read the documents above. Any other time, it'll just be to update your form. At the top of the form, you'll see that your details from application portal will have pulled through. So your name, the course you've applied for, address, postcode, and contact numbers, for example. Your qualifications will also pull through from the portal. So any GCSE, A-level, BTEC qualifications that you might have added, they'll all pull through here. And any qualifications you're currently studying, maybe you've completed your AS levels, and if you just add the A2s that you're working towards in here, then the employers can see what you're aiming for in the summer. Then down to the questions. The first question is to tell us more about yourself, including your interests, activities, and aspirations. And you'll have 200 words to answer each of these questions. In question 1, you could talk about what encouraged you to pursue an HLA in your chosen area and what sort of interests you have. For example, do you enjoy building computers, creating digital content? You can also tell us a little bit about what your goals are. Question 2, what personal skills can you bring to the place of work? Give examples here which demonstrate each of the skills you mention. If you say you've got good communication skills, You might say that you demonstrate these when serving and building rapport with customers in a part-time job. You can mention programs or software that you've used that might be specific to your course. For example, using Java to create a program for a piece of coursework. Maybe you help run the social media pages for an employer. Try to mention at least 3 different skills that you can bring. Finally, question 3. Give an example of a time when you've worked as part of a team and what was your role. Use one example, not multiple. Use a detailed answer and describe in full using the STAR technique, which we provided in the guidance document. For example, was there a specific shift in your job? Was there a season in your sports team where you overcame adversity? Make sure to say how you, working as a team, resulted in something positive. Below that then, you can include your employment history and make sure to include any present employment in here as well, and the main duties and responsibilities that you would carry out. Then on to the referee section. Can you include an academic referee, an employer or character reference? Please complete all of the fields of each of your referees. For example, if you're listing your school, please add the name of the school and the address and the contact details so employers can get in touch. If you don't have an email address or phone number for your specific contact, please put not applicable in the box, but ensure you fill in at least one of those fields so a potential employer has a way of contacting your referee. At this stage, you should now be nearing completion of your first draft, and when you're happy, you should have someone you trust check it over, and then you can submit it and the HLA team will review it and come back to you with comments if we think any further changes could be made, and you will be notified of this via email if it's sent back to you. Once approved, it'll be sent to our list of employers in the next talent pool release, and they will use this to undertake recruitment activities. This list of employers will be shared with you. The employers are responsible for contacting you directly to invite you for interview. We aren't involved in the shortlisting or interview process, and they then are responsible for contacting you directly to make you a job offer. Back then to the deadlines that I mentioned earlier. So these are the deadlines for our talent pools. The very first deadline is Friday the 14th of March at 1 p.m. and only forms which are submitted and approved by this date and time will be released in the first talent pool to employers. After this date, any forms which are submitted and approved will be shared in the next release, whether that's June or August. The exception is the applied industrial science applicants. Your forms are only shared with employers in June and August. Finally, make sure you upload your results and an ID to the SRC application portal if you haven't already done so. So here is our contact details. You can get us via phone or email if you have any questions or if you want us to check the suitability of your employer. And please contact us yourself and not via a parent or guardian. Just want to take this opportunity to wish you all the best with your application. Thank you.